This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
These jam muffins are perfect for breakfast. They come together really quickly, and they're basically just a simple muffin, but they have a swirl of jam through them. Now we're going to start by lining our muffin pan with some liners, but here's a fun idea. For this recipe today, I'm going to be using raspberry jam, so I've chosen some red liners. But if you were going to be making them filled with apricot jam, you could use orange liners, or if you were going to use grape jam, you could use purple liners. So it's kind of a fun way to show what flavor jam is in your muffins. Now over at the mixer, I have a half a cup of butter, and I've cubed it up so that it will cream nicely. And then I'm going to add a half a cup of sugar. Then I'm going to add 1 egg. And while that's mixing together, I'm going to take a cup and a half of flour and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and then a half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to mix these together in this little bowl. And then I'm going to measure out a half a cup of milk. And I'm using a 1% milk, but you can use any kind that you have on hand. Now put half the flour in the mixing bowl, and we'll go ahead and get that running, and then we'll put half of the milk in, and then we'll go right ahead and put the last half of the flour in, and then the last half of the milk. And we're just going to mix this until this batter comes together. Then I'm going to take it off the mixer, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a final stir down with my spatula. And for these muffins, we're going to put a little bit of batter in each of the muffin wells, between 1 and 2 tablespoons or so. And then we're going to take a spoon, and we're going to make just a little well in the middle of this dough. And the reason we want to do this is that's kind of where the jam is going to sit. Now you can put any kind of jam that you would like in these muffins, and you can even do different jams in this one batch. But I had some raspberry jam that I had made over the summer, some freezer jam. So I'm just going to put just a little dab in the center of each of these muffins, and you'll see it kind of goes into the well, but it kind of spreads out a little bit. Now some jam is a little sturdier than others. This one's a little bit runnier, but it won't really matter. And then we're just going to go back and divide the rest of the batter up on top of our jam. So we're almost making a little sandwich where we have batter, and then we have jam, and then a little bit more batter on top. It's funny because as this muffin bakes in the oven, you're just going to see the batter kind of envelop that jam, and it just makes it taste fantastic. So we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees, and then these are going to bake for just about 20 minutes. Now when they come out, they're going to look all marbly like that, which I think is so neat. But you do want to take a toothpick and pop it in and make sure that they're baked all the way through. Then we're going to let these just sit in the pan like this for about 5 minutes. Now, when it comes time to take the muffins out of the well, you may find that some of them, the jam kind of welds itself to the side of the pan, and that's not a problem. You just take a little knife and kind of run it around. And then you can go ahead and use your fork and pull those right out of the pan and let them sit and cool a little bit on the rack. These muffins are great warm, but the jam is really, really hot when it first comes out of the oven. So let them sit for, 10 or 15 minutes or so, and then they'll be perfect to eat for breakfast. Now, just a quick reminder, I've been nominated for a Tasty Award honoring the best in food and fashion programming, and I've been nominated for Best Home Chef in a series for my Farmers Market Gourmet show. Now, this is a Viewer's Choice Award, so if you'd like to vote, just go to our website and click on the Tasty Awards icon. It'll take you right to the voting page, and voting ends January 5th. Well, everybody's just going to love these jam muffins. And so if you'd like to give them a try at home, just go to our website and visit the Nothin But Muffin show notes, and I'll have the recipe there for you. And then, as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. I'll see you next time.